Welcome back to the Reality of Truth podcast, where we unpack the Word of God with real talk, raw faith, and revelation that hits home. I'm your host, Dr. Andre Jerry, and today we're going to dive into a message for anyone who feels like life is overwhelming. And that's a lot of us, right? Well, this is the kind of word for those walking through the fire or trying not to drown in the floods of life. The title of today's message is Through the Fire and the Flood, God Will Be With You. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Listen, I know life can get really heavy. You know, whether it's your finances, your health, your relationships, maybe it's just the weight of trying to hold everything together. You know, a lot of times we can feel like we're getting hit from all sides, like you're walking through a fire that's about to consume you completely, or caught in a flood that keeps rising. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." That's not a maybe, that's a promise. God didn't say you wouldn't go through it. He said you wouldn't go through it alone. What if I told you the fire is refining you, not destroying you? You see, the enemy wants you to think it's over. You know, that the fire that you're in right now is going to consume you completely, that the waves are going to completely drown you. But God said, I am with you in it, not just waiting on the other side, you know, where everything is okay. Psalms chapter 66 verses 10 through 12 says this. It says, "For you, O God, tested us. You refined us like silver. We went through the fire and water, but you brought us to a place of abundance." You see, you're being tested, not terminated. This is a season of refinement, not a season of rejection. Sometimes the flood that you're facing is the very thing that God is using to wash away all of the bad stuff, the fear, the pride, the distractions, the fake friends. He's removing all of this so he can reveal what's real. I want to remind you of something. This isn't your first fire. This isn't your first storm. Just look back. Remember that thing that you thought would take you out, the thing you never survived, that heartbreak that almost crushed you, that season you thought would never, ever end? You're still here. And if God brought you through that then what makes you think that he won't do it again? 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 8 and 9 says, "We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed." So stop saying, "I can't take this. I can't deal with this." You already are. With God beside you, you're stronger than you think you are. I know the fire gets hot. I know the flood rises fast. And it seems like you can't take much more. But if you remember nothing else from today's message, remember this. God never takes you into something he doesn't also plan to bring you through. So let's pull this all together. You're not alone in this fire or flood. God is with you. This trial isn't designed to destroy you. It's refining you. It's helping you to become a better person. And you've survived things before, probably things more worse than what you're going through now. You'll come through this again stronger. So it's not the end of your story. It's just the refining chapter before the breakthrough. God never promised we wouldn't have storms. He promised that he will walk with us through those storms. So no matter what life throws your way, cling to this truth. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten, and you definitely are not defeated. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 says, "Fear not, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you." So God is not only present, he's active. He's actively fighting for you, actively covering you, and bringing you through all of this, the fire, the flood, and everything in between. If this word ministered to your spirit today, then do me a favor. Share this episode with someone who needs to know that God is walking with them right now. And if you'd like to support this mission, you can sow into the Reality of Truth podcast via CashApp at #RealityofTruth. Be sure to subscribe and stay connected. And remember that God will bring you through the fire and the flood. All right, take care. Be blessed. I'll see you on the next episode.